This is Dr. Amos Wilson. He was an African-American psychologist, social theorist, Pan-African thinker, scholar and author. Talking about the war on drugs in this audio segment. Remember to get your music or messages promoted by John Henry Media Network. Contact us today at jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. I say again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com, and get your music or message heard by millions for another generous donation today. Thank you.
These whites, as they talk about drugs and so forth, will not remove drugs from the black community. We have such futile discussions going on now about ending drugs and about the war on drugs. It's a waste of time. It's not going to be solved by white men, ladies and gentlemen. The only people who are going to solve drug problems will be black people. The only people who will solve the problem of criminality will be black people in this country and in this world, ladies and gentlemen. Right. One of the reasons why, ladies and gentlemen, is that the white man needs for the black man to be criminal. White civilization is based upon the criminalization of black men and of black people. I've stated in another context, why is it that every black man, regardless of his moral or ethical standings, regardless of his innocence, is seen and perceived as a criminal? Why is it that he almost always has to prove his innocence, particularly to the other people? That must mean then, if this is the case, that there is a need in the other people to see us as criminal. They're seeing us as criminal, whether we are criminal or not, must then meet some psychological need within their personalities. And therefore the criminalization of the black man is a necessity because it serves European power and dominance. The putting of nearly 500,000 black men in the prisons of this country is a very, very important situation in preserving European and white power in this nation, ladies and gentlemen. Because the European knowing that if these men were free in the true sense of the word, if they had the true use of their minds and the true use of their bodies, if they had a true African identity, if they were truly connected to their people, the jig would be up for European man in the world today. And therefore the criminalization of the black man becomes a necessity for European power. And perceiving the black man as criminal becomes a necessity of European power, because it justifies the mistreatment of black men. It justifies the segregation of black people. It justifies many of the hideous crimes committed against the black community in the name of controlling crime. It also justifies the European ego and helps the European to define himself as being somehow morally pure and morally and ethically superior. And he can then look at himself in contrast to the black man. And therefore he needs the black man as a part of his own self-definition.
That was another powerful message brought to you by John Henry Media Network in the United States of America. Follow us, share us, download our free episodes, and leave us a valuable comment. Also, contact us today at jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. I say again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com, and get your music or messages heard by millions for another generous donation today. Thank you.